So that will be our second map here of the series. C9, of course, looking to get through the upper bracket and get their date with FaZe later on today. Is it today or is it tomorrow, actually?
For the winner bracket finals? Yeah. Oh, that's tomorrow.
Okay, so right now it's just C9 looking to get out of stuff today and secure that date tomorrow.
Yeah, so if they win today, they get the rest of the day off. They'll play FaZe tomorrow. And then we'll have just these 4 matches, the 2 lower bracket ones at the end, as well as the winner bracket finals and the grand finals. Plus, I believe, Rise Nation versus whoever wins Selfless versus Tempo Storm. So 5 games total, both today and tomorrow. And this is currently our 3rd match, so still quite a bit of action left as we are quickly moving into the next game, guys. It is going to be Cloud9 leading 1-0 versus Immortals, and Cloud9 choosing to attack first.
We'll see if C9 comes out with anything too crazy here. Probably would expect Surefour to come out in the Hanzo. Just looking for those early Hanzo picks, and in fact, that is what we see. He's showing Hanzo to start things off here. The roof came down on Zen. I would love it just because it would be a return to form. There was a point where C9 was definitely experimenting with a lot more Ana Zen combos than no Lucio. And just anytime you can see a game without a Lucio, I'm excited because Lucio is so prevalent in the meta right now where teams, they flirt with the idea of not running him, but then in the end they go, oh, we actually need sound barrier, we need speed boost.
I think he's a very underappreciated support hero because he doesn't really have like the crazy playmaking potential visually, like say a really clutch sleep dart, a well-timed, Zen right-click headshot that instantly kills someone. But I guess you have the boops, but barring the boops off the map, he's not the flashiest support by any means. So for that, I'm always excited to see something else.
There was a point back in the day where Lucio actually did quite a bit of damage. That got reined in because he was also really hard to kill. People found him to be a little bit on the strong side. It took Blizzard a while to figure out how they want to nerf him. There was a point where Lucio kept his damage and had 150 HP. Unfortunately, that was during the patch where Widowmaker had 150 HP body shot, so it was actually a very rough 2 weeks to be playing Lucio. Yeah. Eventually it worked out where Blizzard said, okay, you know what, we're going to give you your HP back, but now your damage is going to be...
All right, so let's check out the defense here for Immortals, trailing 0-1 in the best of 3. They will have agilities on the Mei, and we've seen some real boomer bust Mei play as of late where certain times the Meis just get run over. Simultaneously, Tim, he'll be looking for the hooks here on the Hog. So how good will the shield be?
For Immortals here, the name of this game is trying to stall it for quite a while. It's really hard to have full on first point defense. You just don't want to get wiped out in the first defense. But Surefour taking to the skies, not on that Hanzo, going Pharah instead, goes right to the back line, gets an early pickup, looking for more. It's a very quick double kill here for Surefour as C9 takes control at this point.
Great aim by Surefour here, now looking to isolate Hyped, rather the Reinhardt will bring him down. So finds a 3rd kill, getting closer and closer to capping this one. The Mei wall getting dropped, he just goes running right over it. And it's just agilities mainly. The last man trying to hold this thing. He gets blown up too. Surefour finds it with another rocket. This Pharah is really working out.
And you take a look at what Immortals were running there on the defense. It's sort of exploiting the fact that they don't have Grim Reality there. They had a taste of Tim's McCree in the last game. I don't think they were all that scared of it. And they go, you know what? They don't have a shutdown McCree because Grim Reality is just absolutely terrible and sick right now. Terrible in the sense that he's feeling.
All right, going in quite deep. Are we going to see the follow-up here? Surefour committing the ultimate, finds 2 kills. Hyped and Tim bringing them down. Meanwhile, Kai going in hard as well, and they just quickly cave through the defense. They'll find at least 4 here, 5 with Tim, the only man now back in action. So this cart is going to be moving quickly.
C9 with a lot of uncontested momentum right now. Mendo going to have that Dragon Blade up here for the next fight. However, for Immortals, there is a way that they can gum this up, slow things down quite a bit. They are going to have that Blizzard coming out here from Agilities, and it's really effective here in the second stage of King's Row. So I would expect Agilities to try and bring this forward, but if Mendo can do damage to that backline before the Blizzard comes down, it might not matter here, LD.
Right. We are going to see Rib threatening to jump in at any moment, just slowly working, but there's the hook from Tim. The shield to counter it, though. Great play. Now moving and trying to dodge around that Blizzard. He does get slept, though, and this might be the start of a big hold. Athan standing strong. They've already brought down 3. The res from Adam, though, going to turn it around.
Res from Adam going back to the lane. Here comes Mendo. Dragon Blade is unsheathed, looking for those targets to slice and dice. Not really having much luck, though. Nomi still holding control here as tank for Immortals, and Graviton comes out lane. The fight won't be enough. C9 now starting to make some moves as the barrage comes in over the top. And C9, off of that res from Adam, will in fact maintain momentum.
When you have a great start like this and the Mercy res is available this early, can be a real difference maker. And with that, they'll cleanly push through. They also bait out a lot of ultimates here. Currently only Hype has access to the Graviton Surge, and we see an Angry Monkey now is going to be rushing into the fray.
And right now, again, just being disruptive with this Primal Rage, knocking them back, looking for the hole-in-one in that gap there. People have been thrown into it for less. Rip just didn't take out Nathan, and just Immortals has not been able to do anything to stop this push. Surefour still landing rocket after rocket in the back.
It really feels like they need an answer to Surefour. He is just uncontested in the skies, and Tim has swapped to the McCree as an attempt to deal with this, but even so, Surefour's still on fire, and they just have not been able to shut him down.
And the thing is, a good Pharah can still challenge McCree, especially if McCree isn't landing every shot. It's really...
And he's getting pocketed here, too.
Absolutely, and it takes a really, really high-tier McCree to pull it back that has to get support, but here comes Surefour going up the back, looking for that McCree. It's going to be Mendo with the nano boost, and this might be it here if C9 can just pick 1 or 2 more kills.
Can he finish off Ethan? At least force him back into the spawn, getting dangerously close. Surefour also nearing a barrage. The cart continuing to move forward. The final stand about to begin. He's going to dodge away from the Reinhardt. Hammers, and now tries to stay alive, though, as he's dangerously low and is going to go under the platform. Ultimately will fall, though. Agility is able to track him down.
That's one of the original sneaky spots here in Kings Row, where Pharah can go into that gap and come out the other side. Can also use it to be evasive. Surefour, though, not going to be swapping off on this Pharah. Still likes his situation. Adam holding onto that res. And here's what you have to look out for here. One of the more classic wombo combos of the game. Graviton into Barrage. You got to think that Surefour and Kai are looking for that connection right now.
Just patiently moving in. Kai looking for the setup here. And Surefour looking to follow up. There's the Graviton Surge. He pushed himself forward. Unleashes the Barrage, but Agilities does manage to snipe him. Only gets 2. It looked like it could have been 6 almost immediately. And now the turnaround potentially going to be coming from Agilities. But no, he will go down. They have the res available as well. It's Ethan desperately trying to survive. Rib will bring him down as well. This cart is rolling.
It is absolutely rolling. It was good deflection by Agilities, but it was too little, too late. The damage had been done. C9 keeping momentum. The nano boost is out. Mendo holding onto that Dragon Blade, goes to the back, takes down Tim, and is looking to clean things up. Adam is down, but Mendo just mopping people up. It's going to be Genji v Genji here in just a moment. Defensive respawns are getting back in, and it might be a hold.
Yeah, that is not a great position to be as a Genji without your double jump available, and a Reinhardt just slamming that hammer down. And they won't be able to fully push through. In fact, Mendo, he thinks about a swap, goes to the Reaper, goes right back to the Genji. He is going to stay on this comp for now. But Agilities, he's got his own Dragon Blade available. And they do have some setup for this. Hype getting very close to the Graviton Surge. Reinhardt ultimate coming soon. They might well be able to stall this push. 2.5 minutes. They'll get a couple more opportunities at this.
Hyped and Agilities have been really able to stall this out more for Immortals. It was looking like C9 was going to set a record-breaking time. Not quite super fast. And going to this next fight, they don't have many outs here ult-wise. It's going to be opened up here by the Graviton by defense. Nobi just moves in and makes this a party room.
He continues to move forward as we see Agilities taking the forward point position, sweeping around, looking for the pick on Rolf, but unable to find it. For now, will stay alive. Hype, meanwhile, with full energy, laying in the damage with that particle cannon, but still gets left in a bit of danger here. Nomi coming back, and he does have access to his ultimate simultaneously. Tim going in deep, goes for the pulse bomb. It's an air ball. Bit of a whiff, unfortunately, for him. And now a lot on Nomi's shoulders. Can he hold this? He's going to try his best. Bo, can he get the kill? Swinging that hammer brings down. Kai also going to blow the Ana boost on the enemy team. Really good hold so far.
Tank play for Immortals. Holding strong right now. Nomi and Hyped keeping the line held. And now for C9, where they were looking like they were going to be saying in very quick time, now it's in question whether or not they will be able to finish out the map. You take a look at what they're working with here. They will have a lot of ults up here. LD, this is their window, their last best chance to go forward, because if you use ultimates here, they're not going to have much for an overtime push.
Yeah, and they got to make them count the first time. They no longer have that Mercy we saw earlier in the map. Graviton Surge available. Imagine it's going to be Kai who starts this one off, waiting for the opening. And Graviton Surge still being held. They break it down. They're committing a lot here. Mendo, when's he going to rev this up? He waits patiently. Mendo still trying to get into the fray. Surefour going to be dealt with simultaneously. And Rib standing strong at the cart, but do they push this one through? Hype is getting close to his own Graviton Surge.
They've lost way too many people here. The defensive respawns are going to be coming in soon. Anytime Mendo goes to the back line, Agilities is in his back line. Both Genjis are doing a lot of work, but the key is here is that for defense, if you can stop the offense and get a few pickoffs, it makes it so much harder to actually go on and go forward. So for C9, this is actually incredibly rough. Only 30 seconds remaining here, LD. Mendo going to have to go for some heroics here in the end.
Yeah, maybe Sure4 can set him up for a good opening with the Deadeye, just zone them back a bit. Isolated support, they're going to give him the Nano Blade, he charges forward, thinking about the Ana, zones her back, now turning for the Lucio, instead will bring him down, but he's pretty low, he can't be healed now. Very nice grenade from the Ana to force him back still. Mendo, it's only him and Kai left, and Agilities continues to do work, holding this card in position. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to push through. ZP, what a great comeback it's been by Immortals after a very rough start.
It was an absolutely great comeback, and what you were really seeing there is that anytime C9 engaged, Immortals engaged. So it didn't really matter that Mendo was killing people in the backline because Agilities was doing the same to his team. They weren't able to stop Agilities. They weren't able to stop the tank play of Immortals. And in the end, C9 wasn't able to get the decisive push that they were looking for.
All right, so with that, curious to see what kind of an offense comes out of Immortals here. So with the stand-in effect, we've seen Tim play a decent variety so far. The McCree, the Tracer. Haven't seen anything super unconventional. I mean, we saw the offensive Junkrat on this map yesterday. I don't really know what his hero pool is, but I'm curious to see how they look to break through this first point.
So Tim showing Hanzo here definitely could open up with looking for early pickoffs on the Hanzo. I'd be kind of surprised if C9 didn't run a Mei here. Sure4 likes running it quite a bit. They have run a lot of power compositions, though, without the Mei, so C9 willing to go back and forth depending on the map and situation. Mei, though, still really, really good in First Point Kings Row. In fact, my guess is that they're actually debating it a bit right now. And wait a second, could they run defensive Pharah? Adam's on the Mercy right now. I think that's the discussion they're having is, forget the Mei, do they defensive Pharah? And might be a thing. And
they don't really have the best tools to deal with the Pharah. I mean, unless you get a great hook, you're looking at a projectile sniper. Potentially, you know, we talked about yesterday, sure, you can try and snipe him out of the sky with the Ana, but her DPS isn't all that high without the ability to headshot. And, you know, pocketed by a Mercy, and then you're taking away healing from your team. This could really work out, CP.
Well, the thing I like about this, too, is that Mercy, people forget about this, but she's also one of the better ways of actually holding a first point like this. You can recover from losing a handful of people. It just so happens that she's also best friends with Pharah. So for C9, it's interesting, but this actually does have the ability to work for a first point hold, potentially.
So maybe it's even more about the Mercy than it is about the Pharah, and just finding a good partner for her. As it is a very difficult first point to hold, as you mentioned. So let's see if Agilities can open things up now. He does get a bit of extra vision, courtesy of that Sonic Arrow. Can set up for a good hook. He's going to flank around now, looking for openings while simultaneously we do see Ana's duking it out. Sure4, though, is down and out for the count, so this could really pave the way. Agilities now moving onto the point more directly. He's going to have a hook in 2 seconds. Can he find KYB? Charge back, take him out of the picture, then the hook in on Kai. He's dead very quickly, and they do not have a res yet. This point is looking utterly lost.
Itham was just able to 1-2-3 take down Sure4 with that Ana poke, and that was pretty much the worst possible timeline there for C9, where Sure4 of all people, who should be more protected on the Pharah, getting pocketed and in the air, is taken out immediately by Itham. And unfortunately for C9, that means they give up the first point relatively for free.
Yeah, they do have some big ultimates here. Zarya ult getting closer, obviously the barrage for Pharah already available. We could see the combo potentially, but he's just running for his life from these Agilities hooks. Constantly on guard. If he gets caught out, it's all on Tim, but they have Hype's ultimate now, and this could be a huge Graviton surge potentially. As all hell breaks loose, it's the whole hog going north, but Sure4 standing up top. It's not going to matter. Tim with a huge Dragon Strike takes them all out.
What a meat grinder, and that's the power of ultimate momentum, where we saw Immortals take the first point really quickly, but hang on. Hold the phone just a moment. The res comes in from Adam, and despite how that works out, it's going to be C9 pulling it right back. Sure4 and Mendo getting the cleanup. I think Immortals thought that fight was won, but the res catches them off guard. And despite how much of a blunder that might have been, Adam really good at putting the pieces back together again, and C9 going to hold here right in front of first.
They committed a lot there, too. They committed the Dragon Strike. Agilities now onto the Genji. So, going to see if he can have some more impact, but feeling like the whole hog, the Roadhog, no longer enough to get it done, and a hero that can take to the skies, maybe contest that Pharah more directly, but already they've lost Nomi. They're going to be in for it here.
That's coming in here from the defense, and C9 continuing to hold very, very far up. They get 2 quick kills. Agility's trying to make anything happen. They take down Sure4, who is too deep.
Another res though by Adam.
Rez is up. Sure4 still pretty deep, is able to back out. Will have Barrage in for the next fight. And this is where you can expect Sure4 to try and be sneaky with this. He's not going to have the Graviton to set him up, but if he goes around from the right angle, he could still catch Immortals off guard. Meanwhile, Immortals, they do have the Dragon Strike up again. See if they make anything from it, just to at least don't C9 out of it.
Hey, Agilities. How you doing, buddy? He does have to deflect, though. No real instant way to burst him, so he makes it out, but the barrage comes through, raining down pain. Sure4 gets 2, almost 3, and now out of the picture at the same time, and they lost Adam. They don't have a res available, but this already 4 dead, though, ZP.
And even if Adam didn't die, I wasn't going to have the res there anyway, so Mendo going to have to carry some of the slack. It is a very long back, so the one thing to say here is that because of the run back, C9's going to have to back up here. They can't stay where they're at. The offensive reinforcements coming in way too quickly, and Agilities right now looking to keep it staggered. Dives right in, has Dragon Blade, but Mendo there with the punish, takes him out. And reinforcements for C9 should be here in a moment, so I'd expect them to turn the tables very quickly. I think we actually could be seeing a Nano Boost Deadeye.
Oh, and that's really unfortunate that Agilities go down because they had a Nano Boost Blade available. They can still set up for that. He'll be respawning and rejoining this fight momentarily, so eyes turn to Agilities. He sits behind Nomi. He commits his ultimate. Dragon Blade coming out. Can he find those kills? Wants the Mercy, but no! Rive shutting him down.
Hate to see that kind of thing happen. They invested a lot in Agilities. Nothing goes forward, and C9 going to be able to start pushing this right back here. Adam's holding on to the res once more, so it's going to require a lot to take out C9 here as Sure4 will have Barrage up in just a moment.
That was such a fight-saving charge there by Rib, just denying Agilities completely on the Genji. Really felt like if he got a couple more swipes with that Dragon Blade, the fight would have been theirs.
All right, and for C9, they're just going to hang here on top of the payload. They still have that res in utility. So even if Hype lands a good Graviton here with the Dragon Strike, it might not be enough. Here comes the Graviton, though, from the defense. Sure4 in over the top, Justice raining, sets up for 3 kills. And here's the real question here for Adam. Do you use the res on Sure4 to get back up to 6, or do you just let him run back? And he's going to use it, the tempo res, takes up 2, doesn't want to wait. But now this opens the door for Hype to go for a Graviton. It's a Dragon Strike, and they're not going to have a Resurrection up to deal with it. So this could work out here for Immortals.
At a critical window, too, ZP is, should this push fail, they're going to be almost out of time, but not having to worry about the res. They just need to win that one fight. Graviton Surge committed, and now Tim throwing the Dragon Strike out again. It's a brilliant combo. Brings down 2. Adam running for dear life. Nowhere near res. No way he can actually get that off. And Agilities being protected by his Zarya. Good play there by Hype. Setting up with the Graviton, following up with the shield save. And now chasing onto Adam. They'll take the Mercy down. This pretty much secures the second point.
More Relentless Moment coming in. Maybe. The thing about it here is that the payload was so far back that I think C9, it's going to be risky, but they could throw their bodies on the point. They will have that opportunity, but look at all the ultimates that are up here for the offense. It might not be very smart if they do so, and they're not even going to give them a chance. Agilities going to the back line, gets a little bit juked out, but still finds Rib, finds Mendo. 2 kills here for Immortals, and this will be giving them the second point.
Oh, that's a risky hold. Now they're going to easily get the second point. Rez is almost up, and they could get quite a bit of momentum. Remember, they don't have to go all the way here on the third point.
No, they don't. C9 wasn't able to finish things out, and now 2 minutes remaining here for the Immortals as they try and even this up 1-1. Nomi gonna be holding on to that Earth Shatter. Tim still on the Hanzo. I do think, though, C9 is well positioned to turn this back, and here comes Sure4 powered up once more.
Oh, he's got the barrage, and Nomi knows it. They've already running towards the tail end of the Nano Boost, though. He's not actually going to go in with it, nearly getting picked off as the concussion grenade himself back towards safety. Makes it out. They do now have the res available, but they commit the Nano Boost. They get basically nothing out of it, putting them at a slight disadvantage coming to this next fight.
It's going to be Nomi dropping the Earth Shatter. Gets one. Rib out of position. Another one is down. Mendo going to be falling. And here come the Immortals. They are one team fight away from taking this map away from C9. But no, Adam was somehow able to get to the backline. Resurrection is up. This fight is not over yet. Mendo coming back. Agilities, though, still the raid boss that must be defeated.
Yeah, Agility's finding those pickoffs as he continues to stay alive in the fight. Tim adding another to his collection on the Hanzo, but the card is not moving. That res making the difference. They are going to have the Nano Blade with the Graviton Surge for this next fight, but potentially to counter it, we could see the Deadeye come out. Sure4 does have his Nano Boosted Barrage as well, though there isn't really great setup, and that has been an issue in some of these recent attempts. No more Zarya for this team.
I'm going to note, by the way, how good Adam has been at getting up Resurrections. He might even have the rest for next fight. Here comes Agilities to the backline once more. Nano Boost is up. Super power on the way. Taking down Rolf, looking for more. Has to put the blade away as Mirage comes in over the top, but doesn't get as much as he might want.
Oh, Adam, he's getting close to the ult. They really can't let him get another res with only 30 seconds to go. Adam gets it off again. Are you kidding me, Adam? My God, but was it going to work out? The Dragon Strike is there. Tim slamming the door, lands a triple kill, and this card is going to be moving hot and heavy towards the point.
And 15 seconds left, but it could not be more exciting. Immortals on the verge of bringing it to the end. Mendo, though, stopping Agilities. He's taken out one of the big guns for Immortals, gets the double kill. Is this Mendo time? Mendo going for those nice kills, but he's taken out by Ethan. Still, they're, what?
Oh no, they weren't on the card.
I mean, I think they're getting pushed back. That's a little bit more respectable.
Oh, that's rough.
But
that was a hard-fought battle, though, ZP. You really, for a team that was stuck with a stand-in against a Cloud9 that seems like they're really playing well together, that was a very good showing.
It was a good showing, and it's hard for me to say there how much was Immortals doing well with the stand-in versus C9 having a little bit of a rougher day. I think it was a little bit of both, but
this man deserves it. Adam definitely feels like the MVP to me, with not just, okay, a lot of heroes getting res, but getting res at crucial times that bought them the time they needed, just when it felt like Immortals had finally gotten their momentum.
And that was the meat grinder moment where the Graviton came in, and they had the Dragon, they had the whole hog, and people are just dying left, right, and center. But in the end, Resurrection comes in, buys C9 a whole lot of crucial time, and given how close that was an absolutely vital play to C9 still staying in this, taking the map and taking the series.
Yeah, so with that, C9 moving along, they're going to be facing FaZe next. Immortals dropping down, and will be playing, I believe it's Kingdom. Yeah, so they'll be playing Kingdom. And coming up next, we're going to have